Hey everyone, my name is Morgan, and welcome to another Fortnite Save the World video. Today's going to be something a little different. I've had some people request this type of video, and it's going to be something I try to get out to you guys every week when the event store resets. But basically, I'm going to be going through the event store and giving you guys my suggestions on what you should buy. These are my personal opinions, the things I would buy from the store and my reason for it. So if you guys happen to disagree with me on some things, that's perfectly fine. You're not always going to agree, but if you do disagree with what I have to say, you don't need to be rude about it in the comment section. We're all nice here and just trying to have a good time. But anyways, as I said, I'm going to try to get this out to you guys every single week. So enough rambling, let's get started. First up, for the event items side of the store, we have the Raven. This is a mythic hero available. He was introduced with the Blockbuster event. He is a pretty fun hero to use, and he actually has new abilities that we haven't seen before, instead of being a reskinned hero from another event. Next up, we have Armoury Slots. I always buy these. I haven't got around to getting them this event. I've been focusing on some other stuff, but if you're like me, I like to collect weapons, heroes, all kinds of stuff. Armory space will start becoming a problem if you guys start collecting, so I always make sure to buy the Armoury Slots, and I suggest you guys do the same. Next, we have the Falcon. This is a great pistol if you play Deadeye Ranger. If you guys manage to get decent rolls on it, it'll make him an absolute machine. But even if you guys aren't playing Deadeye Ranger, it's a very good pistol to have. It uses heavy ammo, and it hits like a truck. And if you got some decent rolls on it, it's going to be putting in some work. Next up, we have Sergeant Jonesy. I bought him the first time he was available. He is a great hero to have simply because of his support bonus. This gives you increased critical damage for your assault weapons. Once you get him to 3 stars, you'll be doing 72% additional crit damage. So if you guys are running assault weapons, definitely pick up Sergeant Jonesy, and he will start boosting up your numbers quite a bit. He's definitely a must-have if you guys are all about that damage. And then last, on the event side, Legendary Survivors. If you need even a single Legendary Survivor, I suggest getting these. You never want to pass these up, because it's not very often that we have things like these Super People Llamas coming around, so definitely pick these up when you have the chance. Jumping over to the weekly side, we have the brand new Hacksaw. A lot of people were hyped, a lot of people are disappointed, but honestly, the Hacksaw is a good weapon for general husk clearing. It's not meant to melt through like smashers and blasters, all that type of stuff. It's good for just killing your regular old husk. These are the perks it has on it. It has 14% fire rate, 38% mag size, 50% reload speed. Damage dealt with this weapon snares targets by 30% for 6 seconds, and then plus 30% damage to slowed and snared. So it doesn't have an element on it. It's not going to be super useful up there in the late canny and twine areas where elemental husks are a lot more common. But if you guys want a good weapon just for clearing out your regular old husk, this one isn't bad. It's not absolutely amazing, but it's not a god-rolled weapon either. It's useful, but if you guys don't want it, you could easily pass on it and you won't be missing out on much. Next up, we have the Epic Raptor. This is an okay weapon. I personally would want the legendary version, the Hunter Killer, but it does have high headshot damage. So if you guys are really lacking a decent assault weapon and you're not quite up to getting legendaries and stuff yet, the Raptor is worth buying. It was one of my favorite weapons when the game first launched, and I actually have a Hunter Killer that I use now, so I definitely would recommend buying this if you guys happen to need them. Now, if you're rolling all legendary weapons, I'd easily pass on this, but if you're hurting for a good primary weapon, this one isn't too bad. Moving on, we have Deadeye Ranger. He is a must-buy. This is the only Outlander I'll play. I was a Soldier main for the longest time, but Deadeye Ranger is a must-buy because he is one of the best damage-dealing heroes in the game. He specializes in pistols. He's got a lot of perks that increase his critical chance, his critical damage, overall pistol damage. If you guys can get some decent pistols, this dude puts in absolute work. I'm up there in Canny Valley, and I'm sitting here killing smashers with a bald eagle in like 3 to 4 shots. I can one-shot Husky Husk. I can one-shot blasters. This guy is an absolute machine. He's the first and only Outlander I'll play. So if you guys want a good Outlander and you want something that'll put in damage without sacrificing a whole lot, Deadeye Ranger is an absolute must. Next, we have Pathfinder Jess. She is easily one of the best Outlanders for farming material, so if you don't have a good farming Outlander, pick her up. You really don't need to evolve her or anything with the Flux, but I suggest you do. I have her Epic. I'm currently working on getting her up to Legendary, but she's a must-buy if you don't have any good farming heroes. Of course, we have the evolution materials, the drops of rain, lightning in a bottle, eye of the storm. Always try to buy these each and every week. If you only choose to buy one, make sure it's the drops of rain, because you're going to be eating through a bunch of these as you get into the later areas involving your survivors, your weapons, your heroes. These are a must buy. You really don't need to get a whole lot of the other ones, but do make sure you get the drops of rain each and every time they are available. Next, we have the Backbreaker shotgun. It's pretty good. It's a high damage shotgun, has a lot of impact to it, and it's got a pretty decent fire rate. If you guys have heroes like the Raider Nomad or Rabbit Raider Jonesy, if you have one of these things, it does a lot of damage. If you guys are really hurting for a good shotgun, definitely pick this one up. I've got one with some decent rolls. I'm waiting for the perk rerolls to come out next week, and it should be set to go and have a hell of a lot more DPS on it. So as I said, if you guys want a good shotgun, definitely pick this up. And then last, we have the Flame Grill Floor Trap. It's okay. My only real gripe with these is the reload speed is absolutely abysmal. If you guys can get a good roll on some reload, these things will put in some absolute work, but I personally prefer the floor freezes or floor spikes. But if you guys want a good floor trap, this one is good. Just hope you get those reload perks, or you're going to be waiting a long time. But that about wraps up today's video. Let me know what you guys have picked up so far. I still got a lot of grinding to do. I got stuff I need to buy, and I definitely haven't even put a dent in the stuff I want yet. But let me know what you guys are picking up from the store this time around. If you guys enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, a like is always appreciated. And if you guys happen to be new to Split Screen, be sure to subscribe for everything Fortnite and more. Once again, my name is Morgan. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Thank you.